Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox. With me is Ben Olson. We are the founders of lsatdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We've got an email here from John Michael with the subject of, should I run it back?
I'm what some would call a non-traditional applicant at 40. I have an atrocious GPA of 2.17. I also burned out of law school 15 years ago due to immaturity and an inability to prioritize law school. I have since made a good but deeply unfulfilling career for myself in oil and gas headhunting. And like everyone else in the industry, when oil gets below $65, I'm looking for something else to do. That is how I stumbled upon your podcast. I feel confident I can land in the high 170s on the LSAT. I scored a 164 in 2009 by vibe studying with some power score books in a room in the public library. And I find your method of employing a mindset to taking the test infinitely more useful than the highly structured approach I was pitched back then. Throughout my career, I've dealt with contracts and insurance, but since I began entertaining this idea, I have gravitated more towards appellate law. I listened to circuit court oral arguments before bed and loved the idea of solving problems based on competing interpretations of a rule set and the biases of an audience. So, those are the facts. What do you think? Should I run it back?
Your GPA is going to hurt you, but if you apply as an extreme splitter, I mean, go get yourself something in the 170s. It doesn't sound like you studied very much for your 164. And obviously some law school at that point was willing to admit you as an extreme splitter. You'll be an even more extreme splitter. I mean, honestly, John Michael is the type of person who, if he scores 178, he could find himself getting a scholarship to Wash U.
Yeah, they would say, hey, we don't care about the 2.17. We care about buying your 178 or your 176 or whatever.
Yeah, like we know you're going to be in the bottom of our, you're going to be below our GPA median, and we don't care about that. You're going to help us raise our LSAT median, and we might give you some money for that. John Michael, it's just a matter of how hard you want to work. Should you try? Sounds like it. I don't listen to circuit court oral arguments before bed.
No.
Neither does Ben. So it seems like you're more cut out to be a lawyer than we are. So sure. I'd get a demon free account if I were you. I would exhaust the free resources available to you in the demon free account. You'll start getting invited to classes every once in a while, but there's practice tests in there. There's written explanations. There's video explanations. There's the ask button. If it resonates and you feel like you're making progress, then I would consider doing a subscription. And when your practice tests represent what you think you're capable of, you say you're confident you can land in the high 170s. That's a bold claim. 170s is a lot easier to believe. High 170s, there are smart people who don't end up in the high 170s. So, should you run it back? I think you could at least do some practice tests.
Try. Yeah. See how that goes for you.
All it is your time, right? And so as you're playing out the string in your oil and gas career, you could potentially just be doing some LSAT studying, an hour a day. And if your scores start landing in the 170s, you could sign up for an official test. And if you get something in the 170s, you could consider reapplying. I guess my question would be, though, what's changed in the last 15 years? I mean, there's a big difference between 25 and 40. Big difference, right? So, hopefully you're a grown up now, and maybe, don't go to law school if you're not going to put everything into it, though. Don't go if you're going to be if you're going to half-ass it again, then you just be wasting your time. But if you're sure that things have changed and you're ready to be a good student, I mean, you've never been a good student in the past, though. I say this as someone who was not a good student. Like I had a 2.5 undergrad.
Yeah.
I thought it would be different in grad school. It wasn't. And I was in my 30s when I went to law school. You're going to be in your 40s if you go to law school again. But, terrible undergraduate GPA, worse than mine. Washed out of law school already once. And now what's going to be different on attempt number 3? Suppose if you're not paying for it,
Or
there's
getting paid to go. Yeah.
quite a lot less risk, right? I mean, boy, it's hard to imagine a 2.17 getting a stipend.
It is. But can you go for free? Possibly.
Yeah,
And
I would say
dramatically reduce your risk. Yeah.
get yourself a 170 something, go for free or close to free. Otherwise, yeah, probably not for you.
Keep us posted. Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.